Hey everyone, and welcome to Blunt. I'm Gigi.
And I'm H. We're your hosts for this show. We have three amazing participants over here who are going to introduce themselves and also what they do.
What's good? I'm Ayo. I'm a freelance videographer.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm Terry J, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
She's many things.
Oh yeah, I got
She
bare
does so
hats.
many things.
I'm Steffi and I work as a coordinator in a business.
Fantastic, cool. So we're going to start off this little session with our unique game, which is Talk or Choke. Right? So the premise of the game is we ask you a silly question or an embarrassing question, and if you don't wish to answer, you have to drink one of these shots. And what is it?
Fish juice, fish sauce,
Fish sauce.
They try to kill us.
Smell it, yeah.
It's honestly disgusting.
It's lingering in the room. It's really
Isn't that
gross.
the thing they use in the Chinese shop, yeah?
Yeah, they do. But they
It's
use
so
like
nasty.
for a whole
my
meal,
God,
they
it
would use
smells
like
from there,
1/4
it's
of
horrible.
this. But you'll.
Oh,
It tastes worse than it smells. Okay, let's get into questions. By the way, just a disclaimer, questions we haven't looked at ourselves either.
my sister
We're
wrote them.
Yeah, we're walking into this blind like the participants, so we're on the spot too.
Okay. Has anyone ever walked in on you having sex?
Yo, okay.
What's the
Never.
game again? Spit or choke?
No, it's a talk or choke.
Talk or choke. So either tell us or you choke on one of those. Has anyone ever walked in on you having sex?
No.
Nope.
No.
No from
No.
Ayo.
No, we
Okay.
pattern the door, babes. We pattern that door when people are in the yard.
Okay, scene.
No.
No? Fairs.
No, they've heard me, but never, no one walked.
They did walk in like before when we still have clothes on, so I don't think it's gonna count.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the heat was building and they walked in. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Fairs.
but we were halfway dressed, so it's nothing. They didn't say anything.
Okay.
I don't count it.
Oh, so they just walked in, you kissing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Halfway dressed, so like it wasn't even heating up yet.
okay.
She was like,
Oh.
And
yeah.
then she literally went like, sorry, my God, it's
Oh,
fine.
you were considering foreplay?
Yeah, pretty much.
All
I think
right.
I was past the consideration stage.
I'm a virgin, so I don't know.
My next question is, what's your body count? Give me that shot. Give me that shot.
Wait, what body count? What do you mean?
Yo, do you know what
How
it
many
is,
people
yeah?
have you slept with?
Okay, shot.
I had this conversation the other day and I refused to even say it out loud. So.
Wait.
Which
Those
one?
are taking shots. We have to take it at the same
No, no,
time,
one
yeah?
second.
Guys
Right.
are ashamed of their body
Like, that's
count
not
too.
fair if you have.
No, it's not being ashamed. For me, it only stays
Different.
between me and God.
My body count is not even like high, but I just think that's too personal. I would never say
My
that.
body
No,
count,
it's
my
super
body count is not high, yeah, but my body count is not what I've told my guy.
But he's still gonna see that. No, you lied to him.
I wouldn't
She
even
lying.
discuss
I'm
it-
not-
I
I
wouldn't even discuss it on a date. Like only if I decide after like
Wait.
being with someone for a while. Even then, I don't know if I would because then everybody.
It's
starts
not your
to
business who
question
came
it.
before
No,
you.
exactly.
Okay, listen, this is what we're putting in there, yeah? Fish sauce. Big up Blue Dragon, yeah?
Oh, jeez.
that's enough. That's enough.
That's
Too
gonna make me
much.
vomit. What, you're not gonna be normal and get Jaeger bomb or shots or...
Are we all drinking?
Yeah. Cheers
Okay.
cheers to choking on that shit.
Cheers. Well done.
Cheers, guys.
Let's go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Oh, that's scatty.
Oh god, I forgot to vomit.
Oh, that's mad.
Oh, it doesn't taste... Oh.
It's nasty. I cannot believe.
Right, but like, it's like the orange juice separated with the thing.
It tastes worse than
the
it
juice.
smells, innit?
Like,
Oh, why would you use that?
It was my sister's suggestion. I'm never gonna listen to her again. You know?
No, I like your sister. It's good
I'm
because it
trying
forces
not
you.
to gag here. It's horrible.
It's awful.
At least you could,
That's
if you
another
used apple
questions?
cider vinegar, it would have taken out the inflammation.
that better be.
There is apple cider vinegar, but the reason we're not doing it is because people are more inclined to do it. than
Yeah,
this.
because you're supposed to drink that. Oi.
I'm afraid now.
Okay, cool. My question is:
I know it's really nasty. Okay, next time.
have you ever practiced making out with yourself in a mirror?
Yes. When I
So
was a
practiced
kid.
on yourself in a mirror as if
Yeah.
you were making out with someone else.
Yeah,
So
I
practicing
was. I'm not
kissing
gonna lie.
on yourself.
No.
No.
What?
Why?
No.
Such waffle. Such waffle. You man are captain. Take that shot because I'd rather have you take a shot than lie to me. Take that shot.
I'm not lying.
Practice
why would
seriously
I?
on
the mirror.
Yes.
I'm not being funny, yeah.
It's like-
We are adults, yeah. I'm not being funny. Practicing kissing yourself in the
No,
mirror.
not
Some
now,
people-
not now. At some point of your
What I'm
life.
trying to say is like,
At some point of your
who
life.
remembers how to pretend to kiss when they do a whole lot more in the mirror as you get older? Who remembers?
Okay.
What the fuck am I kissing my hand for?
That's in the mirror, not on your arm. Like.
What,
you know,
oh, what, you
that's-
supposed to kiss the mirror?
Yeah, that's what they mean.
Have you made out with yourself in the mirror, practicing your kissing skills for someone else?
No.
Okay.
I have.
When you lips and mirror, tongues and everything.
Listen. This is why.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Listen.
No, and I slowly and like mirror and your arm, I guess.
I slowly mirror and your arm.
I think you're capping to yourself if you say you haven't. Because cameras away, there's not a single person that I've spoken to that says no.
Maybe because I'm from the hood, yeah, but...
Maybe
like,
she was just kissing guys.
No, I wasn't. No, I was not.
No.
She's calling you a hoe, bro.
No, but
That one there is a violation.
No, because some girls
That's the best practice. Wait,
started
someone
like
else.
I was just really shy.
I was just too
it's like-
active. I was just too active in my life to be kissing anything, let alone a mirror, bro.
Okay, fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
Fair.
No, but it's like
You
we
can practice
we
on,
watch
like, food
movies
and
when we're
stuff, but
younger,
not
like
all.
growing up. You
Yeah,
you
I
watch movies.
practiced
You
on
watch,
food.
you watch how they kiss.
Wait, hold on. Let me hear
So
you.
it's like growing up, you watch movies, you watch how they kiss. And It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you know what? Let me try
Yeah,
that
let me
with
try it.
somebody, not
That's it.
not in front of a mirror.
You're a guy. It's different. I was raised in like a small town, so I don't know. I wasn't really kissing bear guys even like growing up. So I was just practicing home.
Small town gal.
Small town guy with big ambitions.
Cool, what's
though.
your question? Next question.
Yo.
Okay, now let's get to the meat of this podcast.
So
which
we are
is...
discussing. What was the topic?
So cut me off.
You just cut
Look,
him
she
off,
cut me
like-
off to not know what she's going to say. Hey, Ayo, women.
What do you mean, women?
Right, let's get to the meat of the topic, which is...
Get to the meat.
I tripped on
What's the
myself.
biggest problem in today's relationships?
Yeah.
What's the biggest problem in today's relationships?
Communication.
Too many options.
Lack of trust and
Yes.
respect.
Dating apps,
Oh.
social media.
Wait.
Dating
Let's
up.
see what
Dating
people.
apps.
Let's see what people said. So someone said other people involved in the relationship. I agree. Lack of communication, lack of honesty, misunderstanding, people not wanting them,
Yeah.
lack of lack of respect. I said it. Yeah. Ego. Ego.
There was one there that you haven't said, and
Okay,
it's
one
my
second,
favorite
second.
one.
Incorrect balance of masculine and feminine frame.
Say that again for the people at the back.
Yeah, incorrect. Come on.
Incorrect. Listen, incorrect balance of masculinity and femininity in a relationship.
That's
Yeah.
your favorite one, right? I
That's
feel
my
like you
because I
really have-
100%
You
agree with that.
you have to have balance. You have to
Merci.
have balance, right?
Merci.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, I feel like in today's world, a lot of men don't understand that a woman can possess both feminine and masculine energy.
Yeah.
So I can possess both balance, both aspects of feminine and masculinity, but
We
I
still
am
need to be
prepared
treated.
to be submissive to my man. But I
Yes.
can switch it up on you too. Do you know what I'm trying to say? We can co-play, co-ord, co-pet. No co-melon in 2023, please, and take that back. Yeah, but it's all about that cohabitating and communication and wanting to know the partner you're with. Do you know what I mean? Most time, like that's it. That thing said, people don't want to be in a relationship. I'm running you down to be in a relationship with you when you're running me down from my front. No.
Fair enough.
Okay. Cool.
Social media also. People are getting selfish. The blonde chick with blue eyes who keep texting you. That's what someone said.
Right. Any. So what you guys said, ego. You were big on that one.
Yeah.
Cool. Go elaborate. If there's any certain points that you or ones that haven't been mentioned, but you think this is my perspective on it. Tell us. What do you think?
I think trust issues, I think that's the biggest problem. It's hard to trust someone, especially if they cheat on you. It's so hard to build the trust again. You always gotta think this person is speaking to
X, Y, Z.
yeah, or what is he doing now, or when he go out with his boys, like, is he chatting to other girls? It's always gonna be like in your mind.
But nowadays, it could be chatting to other guys too.
yeah, that's so
Also,
true.
trust
Everyone
issues
could
might
get
be- Trust issues might be brought by the person before you, and then
Yeah,
you end up
absolutely.
dealing with someone else's issues that you didn't even cause.
Merci. That I was just waiting to say exactly that because let's say your previous guy done you a certain way
Or
and
a
behaved a
girl.
certain way. Or girl, yeah, sorry, yeah. Because I'm thinking from a man's perspective, right? Okay, so they cause certain issues or insecurities, and now you're channeling it on, and you've got your guard up, and then he's having to deal with that baggage.
I know.
That's not
it's
fair.
just-
But I think that's just immature, and I feel like if that's where you're at, you're not ready for a new relationship.
That's it.
yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
Preach.
I
It's
feel
true.
you know, like with the trust issues is like thing, right? Trust is such a precious thing, right? For me to trust you, actually
have to
trust.
earn it.
You have to earn it first and foremost, but you have to trust yourself. Do you know what I mean? How can you have the expectation of trusting another person, another entity, another being who has their own mind, right? Beyond trusting yourself. Do you trust yourself first and foremost? Do I trust myself to say, do you know what? I'm gonna come to this situation, this relationship, and be like, honesty is what we gotta have. I know you might be a liar, yeah, you might be a cheat, but if you want me and I want you, we have to be prepared to work and roll through the nines. If we're not prepared to do that, then there's gonna be no trust, there's gonna be no communication. You're gonna get bun. I promise you, because I'm not being left looking like a kid.
Cool. Fair
Cool
enough.
for you guys?
What the biggest problem?
Biggest problem? Yeah.
I would
Or any other ones as well, because you said a really good one, but any others?
Communication and social media.
Yeah,
would be
that's
my
true.
two
On
biggest
social
ones.
media, yeah, social media is just the worst.
How do you
honestly.
feel about your guy or your girl being on social media, or your person being on social media? So I be on Twitter Spaces, yeah, and Twitter Spaces go off. We have a great time on Twitter Spaces. However, my guy can't go on Twitter Spaces. You can come on Twitter Spaces when I'm on Twitter Spaces, as in you're right next to me, but we can't be doing that.
Okay,
right?
what is Twitter Spaces? please?
Yeah.
I'm not on Twitter, so I
Let's
don't
start
know.
there.
So Twitter Spaces, do you remember in lockdown we had like Clubhouse? It's an app where people have like audio
Oh,
conversations.
you have loads of different videos,
Right,
people
loads of
going on,
different
yeah.
people having conversations, whatever.
Then why you're there
So
if you don't
Twi-
want your man to be there?
No, why? No,
Put it right here, put it right here, put it right here.
All right.
Valid,
So
double
wait,
standards.
No, it's not a double standard. I'm on Spaces. You only know about Spaces through me. So why do you want Spaces
Yeah,
now?
but why
You
you're there on the
don't-
first place?
No, I'm there because it's my Twitter, bro. I'm on Twitter. You stick to Snapchat and Instagram.
Yeah, but what if he's on
If he's
Twitter?
on-
What if your
yeah.
other guy?
And that's what I said. He said that he's going to be using Twitter Spaces, and I said, okay, well, no. Like I said it.
No, but, okay. What happens in Twitter Spaces that you don't want your man to
Yeah,
be there
to
on
be
at
there.
once?
That's
we
what
have
we need
really
to
we
know.
have real free conversations, very fluid conversations, and I think to myself like, that's my place, isn't it? Like one place the places that he's gonna tune into are the places that I'm tuning into, right? I just rather not like mix that.
So you don't trust him to behave himself?
I don't trust myself not to behave myself and him not catch
Ah.
me misbehaving.
Okay, that's a different story then.
Like
You know what? You guys said the problem. One of the problems is social media, and the problem with social media. Not picking on you, Terry, but generally speaking,
no, you, Terry, but generally
no, because you
speaking-
just brought it to my attention. It is a problem with social media. Is people conduct themselves a certain way on social media, so they will post bikini pictures or whatever, right? And you ask the guy, "Do you like bikini pictures?" They'll be like, "Yeah, I do like them on social media, right?" And then you ask the girl, "Do you mind if your boy likes pictures of other girls in bikinis?" If you mind your man liking it, how do you think your man feels by
Yeah,
posting
makes
that?
sense. That makes sense.
ask your guy, babe, does this look good to post?
Yeah, I mean you have to be
No.
considerate as well. You can't.
And if you say no, I say why?
Like
It's for my
I
eyes
don't
only.
know.
That's why. That's it.
Thank you.
Listen,
it.
let me get that private picture sent to you.
Generally speaking, I feel like if a man allows his woman to post her body like that for the rest of the world to look at, nah.
Where are you
nah,
from
nah.
That's,
again?
that's like when
doesn't matter where I'm
when
from.
You, when you
As a
trying to
man-
chat to someone, you see them with like on
But
your
do you
phone,
like
it's just
those
like, oh
pictures,
man.
No, I don't like those kind of
Because
pictures.
this one obviously.
I find it appealing, but I'll be scrolling through Instagram and I'll see girls in bikinis and bras and all of this stuff. And yes, it's appealing, and as a man, you're fucking horny, you want to see that shit. But then you realize you're looking at someone else's potential girl, someone else's potential wife, or sister, or mother. Do I want other men to be staring at my wife or my sister?
Obviously,
or
you
my
wouldn't
family?
want that. I'm
Thank
sure
you.
you
So
wouldn't
then
want
what
that.
do? You put
Porn stars
precautions
are
and say
married.
don't do it.
Porn stars are married. Like, I'm confused.
I know. It's
How
just,
long did they last though?
Lasted long enough to buy a house.
And that's what
Do you know what I mean? No. But my guy, I'm trying to protect his identity. Does that make more sense? I don't want no one knowing who. I want to keep that private. Whereas before, I didn't have-
Why? Because then you're keeping your options open.
Yeah.
Wait, what logic? That's not even logical.
Hold up, hold
are
up.
you talking
If
about?
I'm dating somebody and I don't want no one to know I'm dating this
Yeah,
one,
then you're hiding that.
on the
person,
low key, I can
obviously.
be dating other people because other people don't know what's going on in my life.
Yeah.
That's what many
No.
I'm
In
keeping
a-
my
in a
options
way-
open.
Are you
In a
okay?
way, it's like because I've never really been one to like post who I'm with on social media.
That's dead.
Huh?
That's dead.
No, I have
No,
posted
well,
my
What did you
It's
say?
like
Sorry,
just-
you're not
just in
really
general.
someone to post what? Sorry.
Like if
Your
I'm
partner.
in a relationship, like,
Oh yeah,
I-
same, 100%.
I
Yeah, I don't
I
feel the
agree
need
on
to.
that because you said you're all in the creative industry, like I'm not.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I post
most
my.
people like who are
boyfriend.
not in that side and have other types of jobs, like for example, I don't post on social media very often, and I only have it so that I connect to my friends because I have friends all over the world. And most guys I've dated are the same. None of them has been like a social media presence. So even then, they can just go out and do it anyway. Like you have no control over what they're liking or what they're.
Why I posted my partner is because, like, if I don't post a guy that I'm with, guys are constantly messaging me like,
But they're gonna message you
"Ah,
anyway."
no."
They're gonna message you anyway.
No,
Yeah, they
no,
will.
it's not
They
true.
will.
When they see you posted, your man trust me, they wouldn't message
No,
me.
100%, I agree with that.
Me when they know they've seen I have a boyfriend, and I tell them I have a boyfriend, and the answer I receive is like, so.
Yeah, I got a
So,
call.
like,
I got a call the other day asking
just
if I'm
because
single.
you're respectful, that doesn't mean everyone else out there is.
Yeah, it's true, but I feel like if I love, at least I'm like this. If I love the person, I'll post him on social media. Yeah, I'm not hiding.
Gonna
In my
get
previous
into-
relationship, it took me like a bit long, and even when I posted him, he called me. He saw the picture. He was like, "What are you saying? I made it to social media." And I was like,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. They're on that, but I'm not on that. I'm sorry. Like, I can love you in private, bro. Like, the love I've got in my
everyone's
heart.
different.
Listen, I could be public, but that's gonna make me go nuts. Like, if my guy's on social media as much as I am,
Yeah.
and he's come back. Okay, I get some mad messages. Gigi, I showed you the messages when we was on that other thing. I get
Yeah.
some mad messages, and I never thought I'd be at this point in my life where I'd be getting the type of communication sent to me that's just like, whoa. I get like these anonymous messages every day. But I
Yeah,
show my
yeah.
guy, I share it.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm like, this is what I'm getting today. Like, let's discuss it. It's kind of, it's a thrill for me. I'm like, oh, look, your girl. They want your girl. They want your girl.
If I was in a relationship, I wouldn't post my girl at all.
Why?
Never have, never will. Because that's my girl. It's up to her what she does. But I wouldn't want men to be looking at my woman.
Where
I'm
you from
protected.
again? I was
No,
joking.
listen. Here's the
no,
thing.
I'm
Where I'm
joking.
from
Yeah,
and what I
yeah.
believe
Cool.
are two different things. Culturally, yes. From a religious perspective, yes. I don't want other men to be sexualizing my woman. And if I'm constantly putting it out there, I'm allowing them to see her through that lens.
What if she posts herself?
I wouldn't be dating her.
Yes.
Oh, you see?
Depends how she.
That
Okay,
shit.
okay. Let me correct one thing.
Alright,
Let me correct. No, no.
For real, this like.
Hold up.
this like-
Let me correct one thing. I don't date. First of all, I court with the intention to get married, right? But but if my girl posts herself and she is modestly covered, cool. But if she's there showing bikinis, I would not be thinking about marrying her. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
because
fair enough. That's you.
you're supposed to be mine, and if everyone sees what's mine, then it's no
You're
longer
talking about
mine.
modesty
No,
with
would
your
you want her
shirt
to be a
open,
virgin as
bro.
well, then?
Sorry.
Would you want her to be a virgin as well then?
Yes, she has a past, and her past means a lot to me. Ideally, yes, but in the society that we live in, it's very unlikely you're gonna find a girl that's modest to the extent that I want it to be. A girl that's a virgin, it's very difficult to find in. Bro,
Not in this country.
society is tapped. Trust me, it's
But
tapped. Go,
don't
let's
you
hear it
wanna-
from Ayo because I feel like he's being a little bit quiet.
Go,
Let's hear it from you, my friend.
How
Alright,
do you
let's-
cheat?
We don't cheat out here.
Oh,
Black men don't cheat.
please.
We ain't hoes. We're
We
keeping
ain't
it
hoes
good.
like for real. We're trying to find a wife. That's
Yeah,
what
of course. When a
Yeah.
woman cheats, she's a hoe. But when the guy cheats,
you're
you know, I'll take you back, babe.
This is a combo. Oh,
Here's
my.
why. No, that is a topic. That is a topic. That is a
Here's,
topic.
here's one of the reasons why. Because the woman's more like, well, she'll be the one to get pregnant. So that's one of the reasons why. Now, so I'm just giving you one.
Wait. Let him actually fight his
Yeah.
corner and then question. Let him fight.
beg you,
his corner.
I beg you,
now,
come back
the reason,
swinging.
all right, the reason why, like, from what I've experienced, anyways, one of the reasons why it is more heavily frowned upon when a woman like sleeps around when she cheats or whatever it
It's
is.
frowned upon by men. Because it's not frowned upon
Okay.
by our sisters. Trust
So
me.
there's a heavier emphasis on the women, the way the woman is brought up, like from childhood onto adulthood, the way she's meant to hold herself. It's a different culture, like different views.
You know,
different
women are
treatment.
broke out because of man, yeah?
Yeah, long and short.
just
Yeah,
say-
100%. I've said the biggest
Yeah.
problem in society is men. We're not man enough to keep everything in check.
Yeah, so
But listen, here's
a man,
the long and
a man
short.
can run
Check.
away.
Well,
Gender roles are rolling.
Yeah, so a man can easily run away, but a woman, she'll be the one that's pregnant. She's got
Man can easily run away.
yes.
Imagine exactly. You
yeah,
see
but
what I'm
as
talking about?
protection, like,
Bro,
you need
a
to
man
get
can run away
pregnant.
with your DNA.
How many?
and me.
How many?
I'm going to articulate it in better form, which is women are the ones that select who they mate with. You walk outside right now, you see how many guys hit you up on a regular, yeah? You check a man's Instagram, a man's social media, no woman is fucking hitting him up unless he's got some fucking status or game, right? So women are the ones that select who they mate with. So for a man to be selected, not by one woman, but by 10 or 20 women, that means he's desired. That is why he's seen as cool, because many women fucking want him. But a woman, she can literally just go out and be, yo, men will queue up to fuck her because men are just horny. Straight
No,
up.
I guess
So this is why women are seen as hoes, because they can get it easily, but men are seen as cool, which I don't necessarily agree with. I'm not saying go around, go fuck everyone, no. But men are seen as cool because it's rare. It's rare for a man to be able to get so many women.
Yeah, because man just can't get gal. That's what it is.
Exactly. But the question was, why are men seen as cool?
Like,
The long and short of it is, why are they seen as cool? Because it's rare for a man to get a woman. But if you see a man that gets loads of women, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah,
okay.
but I tell you something. That man who gets bare gal, I'm telling you, he's not packing and he's got no vibrational quality. I promise you.
Hey, listen. Here's the thing. If he's able to bag so many girls, why?
He uses his mouth.
Thank you. But you as a woman should be doing what? Listening and thinking, yeah, am I just gonna fuck you? Because there's loads of other guys that want to fuck me as well. Why not select the one that I think will be a long-term thing?
I don't know. I've had 10-year relationships and that. So
Just to add on social media quickly. Women are number one consumers of social media, right? Studies show women are number one consumers of social media. Now, when you guys probably all see this, you see romantic posts of a guy giving his girl a car as a birthday gift or a Valentine's gift. He's giving her bare flowers.
Yeah,
or he's taking a hair there and the other.
I don't know.
A woman seeing that, she's like, oh shit,
Why
this is
he's
what a
not doing
relationship
for
is.
me? Why he's not doing this for me?
But talk up. How much women talk up when they see those things? Oh, babe. They don't say, oh, babe, how about we work towards getting me arranged? They say, oh, when you getting me arranged? When this guy barely makes change.
Yeah.
He don't make change for arranged, honey. His credit is not crediting. He's not getting you arranged. Like you're not even hitting the milestone of that caliber of a human being. But that's what your expectation is. All this expectation stuff. That's what it comes down to. Yeah. When you got ego, you got a big ego. You got a big ego. Pipe down, because my ego can get bigger. That's the thing. I feel like we need to. You talk about desire. We need to stop desiring stuff and admiring traits that are not quality traits.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? We're
absolutely,
seeing
I
it-
agree.
It's about. Sometimes it's like, oh, what do we want and what we don't want? Like I said, I feel like I've gone through the muck and mire of bad relationships to know what I don't want. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know that I don't want a guy who does certain things for work. Just because I attract that type of brother, I don't want you. I apologize. Like,
Question
my
is, why
mistake.
do you attract those type of men?
Yeah.
Because I'm a gangster. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Cut that out. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to the earlier point of the improper balance of femininity and masculinity. That is the biggest problem. Now, granted, general spectrum, women are submissive. Women are more agreeable, right?
We want to submit. You know that, right?
Not all. They're deluded into thinking they don't want to. There are women that are all women are submissive by nature, but there are a small percentage that are dominant. They are, and the same with men, vice versa. Men are dominant by nature, but a small percentage are submissive, right? Now,
What, like
modern day
simp, like
feminism.
simp submissive.
No, not necessarily submissive. Not necessarily. They are submissive. They don't know how to lead,
Okay, yeah.
so they don't mind an alpha woman to lead them, which
I've
is
always
okay.
been
That
an alpha
dynamic works.
woman. I've always led all my relationships.
So you
That's
do
why
want a
you
man
have
that
to
takes
be,
charge.
you have to have that balance. So you're an alpha
Yeah.
woman, but when it comes to your man, you're not an alpha. You're an alpha
That's what
woman.
I'm saying.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but like
feel like
men
I just
actually
can't find
like
the
to be
balance.
needed from my
Yeah.
like it when you do something for your girl, right?
Oh yeah, for sure,
So
for
like,
sure.
even if, for example, what I do, I shouldn't saying this, but like, even if I can do something myself, if he would really like to do it for me and that would make him happy, like, please go. They say you're okay with like a confident woman, but when they're not okay with it.
On one hand, Jay, you can't be this independent. I've got my own bread. I run my own yard. I do this. Don't need a man. But I open my legs to submit to a man. But you need to be more of a man because you're not hitting the markers of man. But you're not hitting the markers of woman because you want to be independent and not submissive and nonchalant. Generally, you can't want this, but be a certain way. Yeah,
You can't want the cake and
but
eat it too.
It's
Yeah.
simple. So, for instance, when I said, you're an alpha woman, but when it comes to your man, you're an alpha's woman.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So
There's
you
the
have-
apostrophe and the
Yeah,
S.
Right, there's apostrophe because at the end of the day,
That's the most
I'm a
important
strong ass bitch. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
me, you're not gonna talk crud to me. I'm gonna intellectually sort you out, right? We're gonna look at your life. We're gonna look at my life. We're gonna see how we can work together. But I need to know as a woman, I know that I can't reach the top shelf, bro. Yeah, I can't open jars. I can't protect
That's all men
myself.
are good for, reaching the top shelf and opening jars.
No, I'm just saying.
There is
But then
things-
on a deeper level, on a spiritual and emotional level, I also know about all the things that go against men in society today. And I'm not trying to be a greater burden to your
Yeah.
to your
Absolutely.
success as a man. So for me, where I'm at in my life. I'm an alpha. Yes, when it comes to women in the room, you're not gonna bread me. But when it comes to my man, I'm gonna say, do you know what, baby? Take the lead. I've got you. I've got your back, innit? You got my
I
back.
want that as well, but it's just never that.
Because it's not the right guys.
I want to hear from Ayo as well, just see what he has
Okay,
to say, and then
yeah, go
Steph,
on.
we're gonna come to you.
I'll just been taking it all in, like. Just,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, but you're here
It's
to
like-
taking it all. Like,
Oh yeah, no. It's
yeah.
just it just reminded me like a couple of days back, like one of my friends just hit me up like, "What makes a man?" Like when she hit me, I was just like, "Damn." Because it's like you never really talk. Well, as a man, you observe. You, of course, we copy from our fathers or our father figure, and then but not a lot of this. If you look at it, not a lot of people have that like father figure
yeah,
for them to look at. So,
absolutely, I agree on
Yeah,
that.
it's not like they're trying to figure it out when it's their turn to like be in a relationship. So women now see a guy, they're like, "Oh, I want you to be a man." Maybe they've had a father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
To see.
that's
They more than
that's
likely
so,
have had.
Yeah.
That's so true. I've
So
noticed that.
It's like just trying to come to like meet in the middle, but this guy doesn't know what he's doing wrong, or he's not realizing like, "Oh, I need to do this. I need to step up on this."
Yeah, but when you tell him,
Yeah.
like, if your girlfriend tell you, "Babe, I need you to do this and this," and okay,
So,
like, you're still not gonna do it.
But
Come on.
this-
Not always. I think
Still
you
not gonna
both
do
have
it.
to be open to learning.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, no, a lot of men in this society, in these cities, in this England, in this Western world we live in, not a lot of men have had the role model and masculine
Yeah,
influence
yeah,
in their life,
absolutely.
and that's okay. But you know, as women, we've not had the greatest of role models too, because
Yeah.
because of these systemic issues that have now unraveled and affect us as adults. Do you know what I mean? You think our parents weren't dealing with this, our grandparents weren't dealing with this. They were all dealing with it, except for we've got social media and podcasts to be able to articulate it and share it and come to a more clearer understanding of each other. You, at the end of the day, where you're at, yeah, you can't take a man to water. You can't take a horse to water, a cow to water. You can't bring. It might not drink it. Do you understand? The man. If the man is not wanting to do more, that's not a relationship thing. That's a him thing.
Yeah,
No,
that's definitely
no. It's not just a him thing, because here's what it is. I agree with the point that we may not have male role models that show us the way, but also how is society treating men at the moment? If you say something, you get shut down because that's misogynistic. You can't have your say and say it.
No, you can't be. You can't. Don't ride the dick of misogyny. Let's not do that.
No, because that's what's happening in society right now. If a
No.
man stands on his opinion, he's constantly getting shot down left, right, and center for what? If in a relationship he says, "Okay, I'm doing this, and I want this," right? He's getting shot down for what?
Take me out of it.
Go on, Stacey. I feel like you want to say something.
No, I just wanted to actually add on what you said, because I do agree, and I've said it before, that I feel a bit bad for like men nowadays, like in the Western world, because feminism is so big and everything, which obviously, yes, okay, I'm a woman too, so I'm good with it. And we have all these rights and everything, but then that kind of leaves them with, well, what am I? Like, because we are all independent and we can do everything, but then they're like, well, what's my role? Like, what? So, like, I actually, because I've had that conversation with a friend of mine, like, with a guy, and he's like, I'm too afraid to do anything for you. I'm afraid to open the door because you might be
Thank
like,
you.
Oh,
no, I'm
please.
just saying that
Well,
this is, I see
try
your
first
point.
and you'll see if
Yeah.
I mind it, you know? Like, try open the door for me.
No, okay,
Don't
cool.
assume. Don't assume
Yes,
before you
something.
actually
No,
know.
No,
that's true,
no.
but
Why
like-
do you men assume? Because they've experienced it.
Yeah, we've experienced that.
So
No, I'm saying
I've
it's a
tried to
problem.
give up my seat for a woman on the
Oh,
bus,
yeah.
on the train. I've been shot down and called misogynist in front of a whole carriage.
Isn't-
I've held the door for a woman. She's took it from my hand, closed the door, to then open it for herself and says, "I'm a strong, independent woman. I can do it myself."
What kind
I-
of
No,
I-
read the room.
It's,
Hold
it's
up,
so,
hold
it's
up.
so
Here's
interesting.
the thing.
because I've never actually experienced like that sort of behavior. Like I've never. Like,
I've
well, not
experienced
No,
it,
it
and
happened- it
I've experienced
happened.
it. So then I've realized, even the other day, I saw an elderly woman, and I was like, I'm not going to give up my seat. And I was like, wait, she's elderly. She's not in that mindset. So I gave up my seat. She sat down. I was like, okay, cool. But now when I see young women, I don't do it. Because I'm like, you're strong, you're
No,
independent,
I
do your
think,
thing.
It's
Oh my
Because I've
God.
learned.
That's
Because
what
I've learned.
guys are on. I picked
'Cause
up
I've
some
learned.
bags the other day and guy was like, "All right, Miss Independent." I was like, "Oh my God, you know what? I just automatically, I'm so independent. I'm picking up the bags. I'll pick up 10 bags with my little self." And man's like, "Hold up a sec, I can pick up with a finger. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, sorry. Forced independence."
Do you know my woman, I swear to God, she would not have to do anything. I swear, I want to make her feel like she's walking on clouds. When we go shopping, all I want her to do is just pick out what she wants. She does not have to carry it to the car. She doesn't have to open her own door. She doesn't have to pull out the chair. She doesn't have any of that.
Marry me, H.
I was gonna say,
Marry me, man.
didn't you say you're courting for marriage?
That
That
is
means
what.
marriage might not make it. Sorry, babe. In advance, I'm going on a date with H.
I think
No,
one
babes,
of
I'm
us,
courting.
we're gonna have to fight for H.
But one of the ways I get around
No, I like
it
going
is
clubbing,
literally,
so.
I'll ask you once,
What happened?
do you need help with this? As soon as you say no, that's it. Carry on.
Are you asking if I need help? Do it.
Yeah,
You
just
do
go.
it. You
Just
do it, and you get the reaction.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
See,
That,
well,
No, I prefer to be out.
So actually, this is from my experience.
when you taking us out for dinner?
So whenever it can,
This is now turned into a podcast that's basically Tinder.
wait, like this is from my experience.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it came to dinner, it's like the woman's always the one that's like, oh, how are we gonna pay for it? They always bring up the conversation like, how is the payment gonna go? I was like, oh, okay. Then the conversation I had.
That's uncomfortable.
Do you
It's
pay
not-
when you go on a date
But-
with a woman?
Yeah, I pay for it.
You
Okay.
pay for the whole meal.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm the one to take her. on
That's
the
how
date.
it should be.
So yeah, but it's
Good
like
for her. Good man. Sorry.
that's the thing. Though. Like she's comfortable enough to ask me like to bring out this conversation. So I never really saw it as an issue.
I know. Usually, I
Same.
never thought that was an issue either till I had the situation, and I was like,
Like,
I
what-
paid
what
for
I would
dates
always
before,
do
so-
is like I will just ask once, like, do you want to split? And the answer I get is like, no, don't be silly, I'll take it. But, like,
exactly. Next time, if I really want to pay,
Yeah,
because he's paying for a
absolutely,
cup of tea, I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's on me. I don't even want to hear it. I'll pay for it. I just.
Yeah, but if
Gentlemen,
it's a first
gentlemen,
date,
let
you
me
need to
tell
pay.
you one thing,
Absolutely,
yeah?
if it's a first
If
date.
if your intention is to get married and have a long-term relationship,
Pay.
you pay the. Listen. Here's what you do. You finish your food, go to the counter, pay. So when
Before
she's like,
it's done.
we call the bill. Say
Yeah.
what bill? It's done. Let's go.
Yeah.
If you're courting to get married, don't give her the chance. You understand?
Where is the
Take-
ring? Where is the ring?
Take lead. You're taking me on a date. Go and pay for it. Before... that's happened to me.
The
many
question
times,
doesn't even need to cross her mind. But that is if you are ready to get married and your intention is to get married. If she's just out to have fun with you, bro, split that shit.
Man, you're saying courting and they're asking you like crown court or magistrate.
Court, basically, you're getting to know a female with the intention to get married. So you're not fucking around, you're not getting all sexually active until you've answered the most important questions in life. What do you want? What sort of a lifestyle you want? What sort of relationship you want? What dynamic do you want between the man and the woman? Responsibilities, gender roles, expectations, all of that stuff. Those are the conversations that take place when you're courting. But when you're dating, it's just fun. You're showing the best side of you. You're not showing who you actually are
So dating and courting
on a
is not the
day-to-day
same
basis.
thing.
Oh,
It's not.
completely
It's not.
different.
100%.
Your looks have a lot to do with it. Like if I don't find you sexy, like you might not find man sexy, but I find
it's not
it.
even looks, it's more like attraction. Like,
Yeah, but I
if
feel
you're
like
attracted to the
if you're mentally and emotionally, I feel like you're gonna be attractive. Like you're gonna look like
You're
anyway.
attracted to different things. Some people are attracted to looks. Some people are attracted to personality.
I think I'm a sapiosexual anyway. So
Okay, I'm gonna get slate for this, but women are attracted to resources.
yeah.
No.
No, don't have it, puff. Listen,
go
listen.
into
Hold
the
up.
H, please.
Listen. If a man was to say to you, all you have to do is just chill, live your life. You don't have to work. You don't have to provide
Oh,
anything.
no.
When you come out, all the money you can if you want. He's not stopping you from it. He's saying you don't have to. He does. As a man, listen. From where I come from, my culture, my religion, what it teaches me is, your woman shouldn't have to. That doesn't mean she can't. She shouldn't have to. Why? Because you as a fucking man need to be standing on your feet, providing for you and her.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have to. That doesn't mean she can't. Get that through your
I want
head.
a half Muslim man. Do you know what I mean?
I wanted to say as well, like,
What's
There
your
is
Ayo,
no such thing,
what's your
baby.
Ayo,
You're either all
let me
in
drink
or
this.
you're not. But no, I feel you can't say this about all women because I'm not like that. And actually, I was one guy really liked me. Like he was doing really well in life, like everything, money, career. I didn't find him attractive, so I was like, I can't be with you. I feel like he was all the time he was trying to like show off with his money, and
Yeah,
I
they
was
just
like,
wanna
listen,
show you
I
all of
can't
that.
be
Yeah, I've got
with
that
you
stuff.
for what you
Yeah.
have. I can't be with you for what you have. I'm not attracted to you, so I'm not gonna be with you for your money. Cause to like no, it's not. I can't see myself.
We
with
make
someone for
bread.
money.
We make
I
bread.
can make my own money
I'm gonna
too,
say
so-
that, and you probably will not believe me, and that's fine.
Sure.
But like,
Don't assume I won't believe you.
I don't care how much money a guy has. I don't care what he does. If I don't like him,
Exactly.
looks and personality, because I'm not gonna lie, looks are important, but looks and personality both. you can be a CEO of like Ferrari. I don't care. I'm still not gonna, because I want to be happy. And if I don't like you, you can't make you happy.
With your money.
With money.
Yeah.
When it comes to the courting stage, the dating stage, the wanting to know someone stage, it just comes down to your chemistry. Do you know what I mean? It comes down to your chemistry. It comes down to how can we vibe? You know. Then you said talk about resources. Me personally, I'm at C-suite level in my intellect, but I also am needy in some respects for my relationship because I'm willing to be that submissive woman to my man, right? So I know that I can't have a man who's at C-suite level because he's not gonna have any time for me. Do you understand? There's no time there. That he's already at a level where he's either wanting family, children. It's gonna be quick. As the rapid stage I'm at is at the rapid stage he's at. There's not gonna be any togetherness. It's just gonna be a business arrangement.
Wait. So you want a man with the same income, same amount of time he
No.
can give you?
No.
What do you want from a man?
I want a man who has an income, has a stable income, because who's trying to be with Brock Pocket? No, I'm not trying to be Brock Pocket.
Yeah,
I
hear you.
I don't want my pocket to have to cover your pocket all the time. Like I can't.
No. But as a man, and I think I speak for men that fucking got their shit in order, we want to take care of our women.
Yeah.
We don't want you to have to work, and we don't want you to think we're giving you charity. No. We're doing it because we love you.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's different. But when you're trying to buy someone,
It's also different,
It's totally
yeah.
different.
No, you know,
when you're trying to impress someone with money, go on.
Because what you said, you want, like, I had an experience with someone who would literally, even though I would argue with them in front of the waitress that I would like to pay because, you know, it was a discussion or whatever, and he would, like, pay all the time, and then, like, weeks after would be like, you didn't pay this one time, you didn't pay this one time,
Yeah.
you didn't pay. Why am I
He-
always
he would
paying
be
for...
like-
Yeah, he would.
Who does that?
Am I ex?
Women,
Fine.
number one, women do that. They
No,
hold on to
that-
arguments.
that
But
was
he's
him.
done this.
No,
He's
he
done
did
this.
that
Cool.
all the time. Like,
Why's
and then
H giving me Tate energy?
that was a big discussion. But what really did happen was like he was like, "Do you remember that time when it was my idea to take an Uber that cost 30 quid?"
That's what I say. That's such a narcissist. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
there's no
He's an
way
ex,
in
just
any
so you
relationship,
know.
man or woman, you should be holding tallies against each other.
Yeah, but
Do you know
he
what I
was
mean?
literally
If we're
writing
holding
down-
tallies against the only
Yeah.
tally that me and my partner should be holding against each other is, baby, we won today. Yeah, we won, babe. That's the only tally I want,
Energy.
you know.
Like,
Energy.
I want to hear from the men. like,
Energy, that's
on this
it.
That's
one.
it.
Would you ever say this to your girlfriend or anything? You told you I'll pay. You said no, don't worry about it, just to look cool in front of the waitress. And then like you pick it up with me in private. Why didn't you pay? And well,
Oh no.
Yeah, because realistically, he was living out of his means and he couldn't afford the meal.
that was the thing. He actually.
Yeah, but then he should have
what?
addressed
He
it
got
then
a
and
job.
said, let's split the bill, rather than bringing it up later on to say, oh, you didn't do this.
Yeah, well,
No,
just
listen,
leave it
if you're not
alone.
going to pay
If you
for
don't
it,
have the money
don't
for
pay
it.
for it.
No, that's the problem.
Don't
he
pay for
actually
it.
made. He thought I wanted his money, even though he wasn't even. Like he was literally, even though we made the same amount of money, for whatever reason he.
Where'd you
thought-
find him?
Online.
Don't even don't even get me
Just
started.
I don't
In
do
the
online
trash.
thing.
In the trash is
I
where
don't
she
do the
found him.
online
Probably in
thing.
the trash right now. I'm not gonna...
No, brother. You see with online, yeah, there's a reason why everyone's online dating, and I'm trying to buck you in real life. I want to meet you, and then we can see where it goes, because connection. Online, you're deceitful, you're betraying. You probably got a wife and kids,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
girlfriend, a boyfriend,
True.
yeah, a little girl who whoops in you. No, we're good.
What are the biggest problems in today's relationship? Sorry.
Ego. You two have an argument and you don't call each other for like 2-3 days because you don't want to call first.
Yes, thank you.
The female ego's a thing as well, you know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
Thank you. I'm
True.
glad a woman
It's
said
true.
this, because
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I was to say it, I would get
I
slayed.
agree.
I'm glad a woman
No,
said
it is.
this.
Hear this, right? I'm gonna be real, right? So obviously I've got like in the last few years I've kind of dropped out all my male friends, right? Because I was like, nah, being a female, I want to be a wife. Yeah, I want to be a mother. I need a woman heart. Being in a man heart, hearing their sagas with their gal and that's not the thing. I don't want to be. They need a man heart. I need them in a woman heart. And what I've come to realize that the ego of a woman is so dangerous now.
It is.
The mouth of a woman, the things that women say to men, right, in reaction and response to what they feel is a violation, when actually on the scheme of things, it's not even a violation. You've been violated, worse than that.
And he's
now
just G-checking
right?
you.
And now the guy that's probably the less like the less intense and the person you choose now, they're getting the wrath of it. They're getting, oh, you're talking you out, telling you you're out of your name, calling men out of their name, saying you're this, saying that, but then wanting them to submit to you, but then fuck you. That doesn't make sense. That's so sadistic.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucked.
I know.
The female ego, how we expect to be spoken to, how we expect to be treated, when we don't always meet the mark.
Yeah, I personally can't relate because I always treat the other person the way I want to be. I want to be treated. I don't call you names. I'm not shouting in your face. I'm not slapping you. I'm not arguing with you. If you have a problem, sit down, talk about it. I'm really calm. I can't be bothered to even argue. I don't like that.
Yeah, but you
So-
you clearly have masculine energy, and these London guys probably can't deal with that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what it is? I think when a problem happens, as a couple, you start saying, this is your fault, this is this guy's fault, whatever.
Blaming.
You're fighting each other, not working together to fight the problem.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It's true, but it's really easy to say that now. But when you're in a situation, it's just different.
I hear you, but you know, like, so for instance, like when people argue in relationships, yeah, like they're shouting. You know, I'm from South London.
Oh yeah, you London girls are crazy.
Listen, South,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna lie.
it's
You
war.
London
It's
girls are
war.
crazy.
Like it's war. Like it's no
Yeah.
joke. It's war. You will have a girl with a bat chasing her man. Do you know what I mean? It's real war, and I feel like, you know, how I've kind of had to overcome certain immaturities in my relationship. Things like, okay, we're arguing. Hold up a second. What are we actually arguing about? here?
Yeah.
Because right now we're saying the same thing just differently. Or even things like if I'm driving, you know, you go turn around in the road, right? As a woman, I'm gonna drive in and reverse out. Yeah, drive that way. A man is gonna drive past the road, reverse in, because you're not supposed to. Do you know what I mean? And drive back out that way. It's about understanding that we're just different, and actually, your logic and my logic are two different logics. Do you know what I mean?
But even men's ego may have ego too.
I think
Like-
they're both like equal. Here.
Equal, yeah.
Can't-
I don't
you
like
can't
people
put the
with
blame on one gender.
with big ego.
Yeah, but these are the things that you look at before you get in a relationship.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
what?
No,
What is it,
You're
Ian?
right. You're
Huh?
so right.
What?
One of the things that I look to see is how the woman is in situations. Like,
Yeah, before
I
you
just
get
I just
into
look
the
at her as like,
relationship.
okay, because I'm always observing someone. So it's like,
Yeah.
how does she behave when this happens? Like, this didn't go to plan. How does she behave? So that's the things that I'm always looking at.
That's really good. I always jump into relationships without even knowing the person that well, and I end up regretting it so much.
I
And
think
it's
way
my
too long
fault
and
because I
it's
didn't
too
take my
late.
time to get to know the person, and I end up in some messed up
You're
situation.
young though. Like,
Yeah. But I feel
don't-
like I'm not gonna do the same
you need
mistake
to
again.
do, but you do need to be careful when you're like mixing your spirit with another
Exactly.
person.
Exactly.
Do you
It
know what I
really
mean?
drains my energy.
And like just knowing their triggers and traumas is really helpful. You know, because you imagine seeing someone spaz out, and you're like, oh, you're right. Why are you spazzing out? Being completely like empathetic but not sympathetic because they've actually had a moment that you've had no clue what they've experienced because you just wanted to get in a relationship.
But no, I've tried to actually understand why the person is the way he is. I've spoken to him. I've tried to help him, and I've actually helped him. But I can't change him.
Here's the
to-
question. Have you asked and understood the way you would want to be asked and understood? Or have you asked and understood in a way a man or that specific man would like to be asked and understood? What we tend to do as human beings, we display our love and affection in the way that we want love and affection to be
Back,
displayed
yeah.
towards us. Right? So you have
Yeah.
specific love languages, you put them on other people because that's how you know how to love. So when someone does the same thing, you think of that as love because that is what's coming to you. That's your definition of love, or you know, an aspect of it. But that person that you're putting this version of love on has a complete different.
Different.
Maybe
Yeah.
they might not receive it in that way.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're supposed to look at a situation and look above it and look into it rather than be in it. And that's maybe that one little mindset change might be able to help you in your relationship.
The other day I was just like, damn, if I get in a relationship, I gotta delete this.
I feel like social media, I have the mindset of anyway, like everything needs to make you cheddar in it. So if it's not grating, why are you on it, bruv? Like we can do things, we can go to cinema, we can go for a walk, we can walk the dog, we can do better shit.
First of all, thank you guys so much for your contribution, for your ideas, because it's opened up our minds to different perspectives, which is
Yes,
very important.
thanks.
This is one of the main reasons why we do this, so we understand the topic better. For those of you that have been watching, merci
Thank
beaucoup.
you.
Thank you.
Hey, later!
See you
Make
next
sure you stay
Sunday.
active on our
Mwah,
socials
mwah.
and keep on top of it all. Till then,
Stay
keep it blunt.